Good YouTube, it's Dens here. Today I'm back with another Starfield video. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a Starfield video. I recently just had my subathon on September 14th, which went kind of crazy. I want to say thank you to everyone that came out to support. I ended up finishing Death Stranding 1 and starting Death Stranding 2. I'm currently playing through Death Stranding 2 on Twitch. I'm going to link that down below in the description if you do want to join. There's also going to be a little flyer at the end of this video to just promote that stream. But today I just want to talk about Starfield. If it's worth moving to PlayStation, will it benefit the game, the pros and the cons, if there are any cons, if there are any pros. I just want to talk about it. I'm normally a PlayStation player myself. I do play Starfield on PC and Xbox, but there are talks that it could be going to PlayStation, and I mainly just want to talk about why that could be a very, very good idea for Bethesda. I do believe it's a good idea, so let's just get into it straight away. So the big major point about Starfield getting into PlayStation would obviously be more players. PlayStation naturally just has a larger player base than Xbox, so getting all those PlayStation players over would be massively beneficial for Bethesda and for Starfield. You do get a massive amount of players on PlayStation compared to both PC and Xbox joined together. Since they're both on Microsoft, the PlayStation numbers are extremely close. I do believe it's sitting at 100 million average, whereas the Microsoft, both PC and Xbox, sit at 120 million. So let's just get into this. More players, I mean, that's the most obvious one. A huge thing when Starfield dropped was that it was announced that it was exclusive to Xbox, which was no surprise considering Microsoft now own Bethesda and they can make a lot of Bethesda games exclusive. For example, I think the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be an exclusive game, and the fact that a lot of the Bethesda games are available on Game Pass. So yeah, that just opens up the possibilities for a whole new player base to come, a large amount of players to come and play the game. A massive amount of the gaming community is on PlayStation, way bigger than Xbox, so it would only be beneficial if we get all those players over to play Starfield. Also, I do believe there are a large number of players that have PlayStations that were interested in Starfield at launch but didn't get to play it because they're only stuck to the one console. I know I was one of those players, so I ended up getting myself an Xbox. I didn't have a PC at the time, so I ended up getting an Xbox just because my hype for Starfield was massive. Moving over to PlayStation is only beneficial. Obviously, growth would be the big one. You open the game up to a ton of new players that can play. When I say growth, I mean Starfield is going to be hitting higher numbers in terms of how many players are playing monthly, which can open more opportunities to the game. I do believe it's more money also that people are spending on the game, so it's better for Bethesda in a sense where the game itself just generally will grow. I mean, a lot of the bigger games in the world are all on PlayStation also, so it is great to just introduce that side of the gaming player base into a game like Starfield, a game that I believe has a massive amount of potential in terms of creation, in terms of DLC, in terms of creativity, what players can do. The world is just way too big in this game. There are many different worlds, many different ways that you can be creative, and many ways that this game can open up if we just open up the gates and let a lot of those newer players to come in. A big reason also is creations. Like I mentioned, creations are very exciting for Starfield because the ones that we do have on Xbox and PC, they're actually very good. Like Watchtower, for example, you do have some really good creations, and if we get some of those PlayStation players to also start getting involved in those creations, and the fact that Bethesda actually take creations extremely serious is exciting in that sense, because players will get very creative and they know that Bethesda will acknowledge them. I mean, a lot of the creations in this game are becoming achievement friendly, which is also very good. It's in a way that you can improve the game and add more to the game and still play freely, feel like it's still a part of the game. Watchtower does feel like a DLC, so I mean, a lot of players can get creative with creations. Overall, it just will make Starfield a bigger game. I really do hope that there is a PlayStation port in the near future. There are heavy rumors, and it looks like we are headed towards that direction, more so with the new DLC that will be dropping. It does look like we're also going to get a PlayStation port. Me, myself, I am very excited. I do play Starfield mainly on Xbox, but when it does come out on PlayStation, I do believe I'll also be playing it on PlayStation. And it might just be a thing that I fully transfer over to PlayStation playing Starfield, because I mainly play PlayStation. I mean, I put more than double the amount of time into my PlayStation than I do my Xbox. So it's just very exciting in that sense. I also do get to start again. I mean, I do like the New Game Plus loop, but it will be nice also to just start fresh from the very beginning. There are rumors that this could be happening in January. I'm not entirely sure. I believe it'll happen definitely in 2026. I don't believe we'll get it this year, but it is a very exciting time to be a Bethesda fan, to be a Starfield fan. If you go watch my last Starfield video, I did speak about Bethesda dropping some news that there will be a Starfield update, a Starfield DLC. They are working on improving this game and making it better and adding new content. So all that is very excited. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you guys like, subscribe. Be sure to comment down what you guys think. Be sure to check the description for links, and see you in the next one. Have a good one.